Hello and welcome to another video on Atlanta Brick Co. TV. Today we have something truly remarkable, truly special, one of a kind. We're going to be...
One of two, actually.
One of two so far.
So far.
One of two so far. We're going to be breaking down the Lego Masters Trophy. And not physically,
metaphorically.
literally. Yeah.
Metaphorically.
We're going to be just describing all the details and nuances of this pretty amazing creation that you and I, Stephen, have the pleasure of possessing.
Yep.
So pretty fun, yeah. So we thought, given that Season 3 is now ramping up, it's going to be starting soon, this would be a great time to discuss this.
At the time we're making this, has not come out yet, so
Yeah.
we're all anticipating a really great Season 3, but we thought, yeah, let's talk about it.
Exactly. And kind of like as a salute to those who will be soon competing for something probably similar to this. Season 1's trophy was a little different than this one, but we'll see. I'm guessing they'll stick more to this one moving forward. We'll
Yeah,
see.
probably.
Alrighty. But yeah, so let's start from top to bottom. So, Stephen, what is on the very top of the trophy, way above our heads
Like,
here?
yeah, like multiple, like half a foot.
It's probably worth saying that this
Yeah.
is absolutely a gigantic
It's a
piece
monolith.
of Lego. Yeah, it is 20 pounds of brick and a little bit of glue seaming those pieces together. It's I know people are like, oh, it's craggled. Well, guess what? It would absolutely collapse under its own weight if it wasn't. It's so heavy.
It would be a nightmare just to pick it up.
Yeah, it would.
So
These would break off. Yeah, but
And disclaimer, we're 100% okay with the fact that it's glued.
Yeah.
We're never taking this apart.
Yeah.
Except for a few things do come off. So let's talk about this delightful piece of Lego here. Yeah, this is the golden brick, and it is the golden brick. There's a few reasons we think that this is the one we used on set. Now they did have a few backups. Is that
here's
correct?
the thing. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they had at least 3 or 4 golden
Just
bricks
in case.
available.
Yeah.
But it was still like very, very cool. Very production made these for Lego Masters.
Yep.
They originally tried to use an actual gold Lego piece
24 karat gold. Yeah.
that they had made, but it was real gold is actually somewhat dull and not as shiny.
Doesn't have that chromed look. like
Exactly.
stainless.
So it didn't shine as well as it should have. It actually kind of absorbs light. And so they ended up just using a normal tan 2x4 that was very carefully chromed. And so that's similar to some very more kind of special, hard to find silver brick,
yeah.
or even the keychain chrome gold brick. This is one that was on my keychain. It's a little beat up. But you can see these together here. Well, hopefully...
It's slightly different, yeah.
Hopefully have a close-up video shot of these in a second.
Yeah, exactly.
But so the process and how this was created wasn't particularly like mind-blowing, but however, this has a little bit of wear and tear on the brick.
Exactly. That's like the little bit of
A
proof.
little bit of rubbing on the
bit
back.
of proof here and
And
there.
that it really indicates that this was in someone's pocket, either from season 1, 2, or even 3. We don't
We're not
really
100%
know.
sure about that one.
Yeah, so it's very interesting to speculate, but we're
I think it's from season 2.
we,
I think
we
it's
do
from
know
season
that
2.
this brick was probably used on set, and it actually did come from production on Lego Masters. So
Oh,
that's
yeah,
pretty
for
fun.
sure. But what's interesting is Lego doesn't actually make a pure 2x4
Non-keychain.
non-keychain golden brick. They made the silver one, which you have next to you.
This
was
one
like,
came in a set.
It was like an anniversary thing, I think.
An anniversary
Yeah.
Lego brick bucket. Yep.
Yeah, it's very cool. You can find those pretty easily. They're probably scratched up.
They're
but
not cheap, but they're cool.
Yeah, they're not the hardest thing in the world to get your hands
Yeah,
on.
you can buy one on Bricklane.
Yeah, but this, on the other hand, this doesn't really exist in Lego's catalog.
You
so
can
to see one in person, from the set, from camera, held by Will Arnett, held by a number... Zach and Wayne as well.
Ourselves,
Zach and
yeah.
Wayne were in possession of this as well, which is
I
kind of
know
amazing.
Mark
to
and
think about.
Boone had the golden brick for
That's
a while.
right, they had it for a
Aaron
long
and
time.
Christian had the golden brick.
Tyler...
And whoever in
Tyler
season
had it?
3.
No, Tyler never had it.
Tyler never had
The
it.
winners of season 1 never had the golden brick. I forgot about that. I remember I asked him about that. He said, "Nah, we didn't need it." So I was like, "Okay, that's Tyler."
That's very
Okay.
Tyler.
That's fun. But he's actually a really humble guy. But yeah, it's a very, very rare thing. There's only like out away from Lego Masters. There's only 2 that we could confirm. But you could find a golden brick pretty easily. But it wouldn't have been made by Lego because there's plenty of companies that'll chrome stuff.
They have the keychains, which are available at some parks
Those
and
are
on
cool.
some stores,
Those are
but
fun.
you're always going to have that little hole at the back
gonna have a
because
hole.
they had the drill. But yeah, so this is a one of a kind, very special brick. But yeah, and
Very, very
it's
cool.
important to note we added that little angle piece so that it now sticks up at a cool artistic angle. Before it was just set directly on top of the
It's a little
bricks.
boring.
It was a little harder to see, so we added that little flourish There's a few small customizations we did to the trophy.
Yeah, a few very small ones.
Which you'll see as we go down. But yeah, so moving down the trophy, we have this big rounded top and the lid. And the interesting thing about this lid is, and we didn't even realize this when we saw the trophy or even held it for the first time almost a year ago.
Yeah, we didn't spend a lot of time with the trophy on set.
No, but it's actually, this lid
Comes off.
is completely removable.
And it comes off really easily, actually.
It's almost like it was very intentionally designed to remove. And the inside is hollow, so you'll hopefully be able to see a video clip of all that in just a second. We'll take some extra shots.
We'll get some more shots.
But yeah, you see a video. It's all hollow on the inside.
How thick is the wall again? It's like 2
It's
bricks?
a couple bricks thick.
Yeah.
You can't see through it. And so the interesting thing is, on the just below the lid and just behind the minifigures, there's a complete layer of clear bricks.
Yep.
And it looks cool, but it's almost like it seems very deliberate. And it seems like maybe they were intending to light this up at some point.
I don't remember if it was lit. Was it lit on camera?
I don't believe it ever was.
It was a long time ago, folks. I don't even remember if it was lit.
It was definitely shiny enough that it didn't need it necessarily, but it does have it there. And so because the lid is removable and it's hollow on the inside, we decided to take the initiative and light it up. Let me find the remote. Is it over there?
There it is. I got it.
You got it, Steve?
Yep. There we are. You do the honors, sir.
Okay. So yesterday, I just decided to put a few Lego boxes in the bottom and just 2 balls of string lights available on Amazon for about $9. And this is the result here. You got a lovely little
meant to be.
illumination behind the trophy. We'll get a close-up hopefully for you guys. But yeah, so it's got a very twinkly light effect, illuminating and backlighting all the minifigures.
It adds that little touch that it just needed, you know?
Exactly.
It's perfect.
But yeah, so moving down from these, I'll turn these off for
Save
continuity.
the battery. There you go.
Moving down from the lights, out of the lid, we've got these silver bricks. Steven, you want to tell us your speculations about that?
Yeah, so those are painted. Those are painted. We can tell instantly because the inside is light bluish gray, but the outside has obviously been painted with something. I'm not sure what type of paint, but it's very nice. Like
Durable, metallic.
Now, some people, like purists who like build like, you know, really, really professional builders will be like, oh, painted, that's terrible. But it's actually great. Because flat silver in Lego form is the weakest Lego color.
It'll scuff off.
It will rub off. It'll wear off over time just by itself. It's a terrible color.
It's cool looking, but
looks great.
Durability is not there.
It's bad. It's like the brown breaking. It's kind of like that. It's bad. So this stuff looks. It's very durable. It's well applied. There's like one like tiny little eyelash or hair that got on there like once or maybe 2 spots here and there. But generally, it looks great. I think it looks fine. And yeah, I mean, like, you could have maybe thrown silver on there, but I'm glad they didn't. I like it the way it is. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I like the way it's constructed for
nice
sure.
Nice contrast with the yellow, I think.
Yeah. And then in between the 2 big bands of silver, you've got this row of minifigures. Now, these are pretty much I think they're the same figures from the R season. We'll have to double check everything.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It's hard to tell with the video. Like, we'd have to really go back and study it pretty hard.
But yeah, they represent all the different teams, all 24 builders of 12 teams. And you've got us at the front and the finalists on the side. We actually were responsible for putting them on for our display because they gave us the minifigures in the box.
So people on the show will remember this infamous box that we carried in. It was black with a little clear lid, and we called it the hearse because it was only like the figures had a bittersweetness to us. Like they represented like this is what you put on the wall when you're gonna go home.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of like
sadness.
There's a little sadness behind the minifigs, unfortunately. But it was really like amazing to see that again. It's like, holy cow, the original box to hold these guys is right here.
And it's important to note that like we were familiar with this because they would bring it out whenever someone was eliminated. Everyone got to hold their minifigure.
Yeah, in their pockets.
In their pockets, just in case they were the ones to go.
Yep. Before the elimination of every challenge.
Before the elimination of every challenge. So you were familiar with your minifigure. You're familiar with the box. So we have all that in possession now. So it's really cool.
Yeah. So we'll take good care of them.
Exactly. Yeah. But so all the teams are represented, and it's interesting to note. During the like when we first saw it and when the promos were happening, I don't know if the figures were on or not, but I do know that on the finale, when we were on stage looking down at Amy, Jamie, and Will, and we saw the
behind
trophy,
them was the trophy. It was right next to them. It was right next to them.
It was near them. It was
Yeah.
right. I think it was right to their right.
Just an arm reach away, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason it was interesting is because they had arranged the figures on the trophy in a specific way. So first of all, Steven and I were unusually placed in the center of the judging, the group. And
the finale,
because we had always been on the right up until on our right, your guys' left if you're viewing the show, and we got moved to the middle, and our figures were placed in the middle of the trophy just as they are now. And
when Caleb and Jacob went off, we were on the right of the audience.
Yes.
So yeah, that was another interesting.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We are in the middle of the trophy, and I'm thinking, unless they wanted our heads in a silver platter, they probably were going to win. I mean,
so I didn't see it. This guy's got really good eyesight.
In my right eye, I have very sharp eyesight.
Very unusually sharp vision in his right eye. I didn't even notice. All I saw was the tuxedos.
And it's very distracting. But there's
oh my word, there's like gold accents all over the
chandelier.
Yeah, the chandelier all over the studio looks completely different. And I'm over there like freaking out because my microphone had fallen out. I'm not looking at the trophy, but this guy, he saw it and he saw the minifigures there.
So
which was,
I felt
really good.
reasonably confident that was
So
probably going to win.
Spoiler, very mild.
No, it wasn't for sure. They could have just done that
thing. Yeah,
they could have given it to either team. It was a close finale. So very
obviously,
fun.
production knew who the winners were, and we did not.
Yeah.
Before we went on to the stage and everything, obviously.
Yeah.
But
fun little behind the scenes.
Very fun little thing.
Yeah.
Now, on that note, we actually barely got to see this trophy on Lego Masters.
Well, Steven, when was the first time we saw it, and what other times did you see it on Lego Masters?
Okay, so if I remember, without watching, I haven't watched the show in a little bit, but I do remember in the beginning they had like the little trophy prop, and they're like, that's funny, and then they brought out the big one, which was really cool to see. I don't remember if the minifigs were on there yet. I don't think they were.
I'll have to watch the
clip I'll have to go back and like for my own.
Actually, go at home,
pictures.
after this video's done, go watch Season 2 of Lego Masters and
go
let us know in the comments.
Go get the video.
After the video.
Afterward.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we first saw it there, and then there were a couple times where they brought it out, and then Will Arnett would do like promotional pictures and stuff like that with it here and there, just so they had extra stuff in their catalog for the
They
social
took
media.
photos of it too for sharing on social media.
Pictures of it, so it would show up on set every now and then, and everyone would be like,
"There it is."
There it is.
Yeah, it was like everyone was like, "Oh, there it is."
Oh,
So it had an extremely mysterious vibe.
It had an impact.
Yeah.
Like when it showed up in the room, everyone's ears perked up. Like, oh, the trophy's in here.
Exactly, like vultures. Like
vultures. No, like a dog. We're hearing the
bell
the
for
bag,
food,
the bag opening up for
the treats,
the treats for the puppy or whatever.
Yeah, so
that's what it felt like.
That was the vibe for sure. It was really good. So
exactly. So that's what it really felt like, and it was definitely cool to see it. And obviously, in the finale, we got to hold it for all of around 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then we put it down. He waited a ton, and we were exhausted. And
it was kept in production's care till after everything had aired, and then we got it later. So,
a lot later. We got it later. No problem there. But yeah, let's talk about where it came from.
Oh yeah, so we've talked about a little bit how it's constructed. It's like you got these painted bricks, it's all glued.
Just typical yellow and
glued
things.
Interestingly, this was almost certainly constructed by Nathan Sawaya or his team, and
also known as the Art of the Brick.
Whoever's working for him. I'm sure he has a crew of people. But yeah, so it was probably designed on a computer because you got some nice three-dimensional shapes.
Yeah, it's all
I'm sure he's totally capable of doing that, but at the same time, it would just be easier to whip it up in whatever software software he uses. But yeah, so that's really notable to have a piece from the Art of the Brick because
he's been in New York galleries.
I'm sure he does commissions and stuff, and I'm sure it's actually possible to get it. But just to have actually say like he's one of the most famous Lego artists in the world by far,
most accomplished, most prestigious,
well
I guess
known.
you could say. Yeah.
And
he's
so
a very down to earth
we're
guy,
really, really grateful and really excited to have something that was, of his creation, in his care, and eventually got to us.
But not only in his care, but also from straight up Lego Masters, from straight up winning.
Yes.
And then, there's just so many layers that we love about this thing.
Exactly.
What more is there to say on that? It's crazy to think about how it's from an incredible designer. From the show, from everything.
All the little stories about it, all the memories.
It's so much fun. Yeah.
So
good job, Mr. The Art of the Brick. You did a wonderful trophy.
Nathan Sawaya and Lego Masters, thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of our trophy. And definitely looking forward to season 3 and all that it holds. I wonder if they'll have a different trophy or they'll have one that's similar to this one, if they're going to repeat this style.
Curious. I do think this one is extremely similar to Tyler's, but what's interesting
A little bit different.
Is it really?
A little bit, yeah. There's a few small differences. I think there's less silver on his.
Probably.
You can look up pictures of Tyler's
He's
trophy
got
line.
some pictures of him floating around.
Yeah.
But I do know that other countries have different trophies.
Oh yes, like Australia has their own Australian
they have a little continent
on it. Yeah, so they have a really cool trophy too.
Sweden has a taller one. It's more like a champagne glass.
Yeah,
rather like a traditional cup.
Yeah.
This one looks actually a lot like the Lego cup.
It looks similar to the Lego one. Yeah.
I know Sweden's is a very cool looking trophy, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so this is the season 2 Lego Masters trophy, and this has been Mark and Stephen, winners of season 2. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons on your way out. It really helps the channel. And we have so much more Lego Masters content coming out all throughout this month and beyond. So stay tuned.
Also, if you want to see this in person, stop by Atlanta Brick Co. It'll be on public display for quite some time.
Yes.
We don't know when the actual unveiling date will be, but it's going to be soon.
It should be within a week or two of this video's being uploaded, and it should be on display for several months throughout the summer this year.
At least.
Definitely check out our social medias on Atlanta Brick Co. for that. And good time to visit the store because you could see this and be able to meet us at the store. So.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.